Hello, Cancer, and welcome to True Guidance Tarot. I'm Adriana, and together we're going to go on a journey through the tarot cards to uncover your spiritual message and focus for the week. Okay, so this card represents basically the theme, the energy that the universe wants you to focus on. We've got the Seven of Pentacles. This is a really nice, healthy energy coming through. So Cancer, I feel like if you're not here or you're not aware of being here, this is where you are being guided to be. This is things working for you that have been growing for a long time. So things kind of building up and being you're in a good space with them. And you're getting to a point where you're going to be able to make a very crucial decision that kind of shapes the focus of where the future is going to be for you. But what's coming behind that decision is a lot of good work, a lot of good attrition of good work. What I'm saying is that this is a good space. Sometimes when we cut things or we have to cut things off, it comes as a shock. But this doesn't feel like that. This feels like it's coming out of a natural extension of growth. Okay. We've got you feeling like the Hanged Man. This is your energy this week. I don't know if you can see, but there's a sickle in the background that's being used to cut the hay harvest. You notice a sickle here. Obviously, this figure can't pick up the sickle because his hands are tied and his feet are bound. So getting the feeling like you may not be so aware of all the things that are going quite right. You may be feeling a little stuck or like suspended or out of control, that you're just having to let go of a lot and you don't really have any say over what's going on. The universe is trying to assure you the other way, that you actually do have a lot of say with what's going on and how everything is working. And you're actually at a very good place. We have the theme of timing and harvest with both of these cards. So things are going a lot better than they may appear. Okay, Six of Pentacles next. Interesting, 6 and 7. 5 of Swords, and we're going backwards. So 5, 6, 7. I know it's a different suit, but interesting. And one more, Queen of Swords. Okay. Let me feel into this situation a little bit because it seems like it's involving a lot of people. Now, I don't feel, Cancer, that you're trusting something, that there's actually something good or someone good, a situation or an actual person, a benefactor that is good for you, that is willing to help you, that is there for you. It could even be just a trusted friend. They're willing to give to you. They're willing to help you get to a better place or just feel more at peace or more at home with the way things are. And there's a resistance coming from you. You feel like they're out to get something, or what they're trying to give you has strings attached. You're in this space of not trusting what's going on with this person, or maybe you've been burned a few times and so you're not able to see or not willing to see when someone is okay, or when help is okay. It's this is a terrible metaphor because I hate animal cruelty, but when you have a dog that's been traumatized, they are so afraid to be petted because they think that hand is going to hit them again, is going to strike them. And it's not, but they're shy, they're so skittish, they will not come near a human, right? There's a little bit of that going on where it's being burned in the past has made it impossible to really trust any good that comes from someone or a situation. There's just wanting to protect yourself, and so he grabs all he can for himself, and it comes at the expense of others. So this Queen of Swords is trying to illuminate the situation to you. I feel she's trying to bring some clarity. She's also telling you that you don't have to give up your independence. You don't have to give up your free will. You don't have to give up your control of the situation. Remember, we went back here. This guy clearly has no control over his situation. He's being sacrificed, right? Part of that, this fear or distrust, maybe that you don't want to lose control, and that's very understandable as well. But this Queen of Swords, it's funny because she sees it she's not seeing it that way. She's above all of this. She's literally on a higher place. So she's above all of this petty stuff. And this is about trusting yourself as to knowing when something is truly beneficial. Really at the outset of, or at the heart of this conflict that you're feeling is a scaredness or a reluctance to trust yourself. Because when you have trusted yourself to trust other people, look what happened. So it's much easier to distrust other people as well as distrust the outside. But this is really about letting go of that, because it's not going to get you where you need to go. He's stuck here. He can only, first of all, he can only carry so many swords at once. And second of all, there's no growth in this card. Even the colors are clashing for me right now. There's no forward movement possible with this card. So let's focus on our Queen of Swords, because she helps us see when something is good and when something is bad. So if we're looking at a situation, the Queen of Swords is able to see clearly what benefits you in the situation. And it's not all bad, it's not all good. It's everything, actually. It's a continuum. But at the end, there is a part of this situation that is, no matter how bad it is connected to divine love for you. It is connected to divine support. The real challenge for a lot of this, and this has come up in a lot of readings, is that we have to think that the universe is, everything happens for us, not to us, to help us find the truth and the positivity in every situation. A lot of times when our emotions get involved, it's because we're taking it personally. And when we take it personally, we are removed from the truth, because it's just not the truth. This is a stupid example, but for instance, if I'm at the grocery store and I'm standing in line waiting to check out my groceries, and suddenly they put down one of those signs that says, the line is no longer, this line is closed, please find another line. I can react a lot of different ways to that. I could just calmly go and find another line. Or I could choose to get really upset or sad, or just say, this always happens to me. Maybe, why would they do this to me, Maybe she didn't like the way I looked, or maybe she saw I had too many groceries, and the whole world is against me, and I get very upset. I mean, the truth of the matter was probably that she had to go on break, or he had to go on break, that the checker needed to go on break because it was 11:30, and that's what happens at 11:30. Had nothing to do with me. But it was my emotions that got me into that trouble. It was my thought that everything happens to me, not for me. So the Queen of Swords is asking you to take a more objective view, and she's looking at this Six of Pentacles, this benefactor, this good situation. She's literally looking at the good in the situation. So no matter how awful, every situation has either the potential for good or a good already in it. The trick is getting out of the distrust and the emotions long enough to see it. So I want to do one more card for you, just so we can wrap this up. Queen of Wands. Total empowerment. So another queen. So this is literally talking about being empowered by the truth. So when you have the truth, you know that you can take the correct action and the correct action for yourself, and you have all the power in the world that you need to accomplish everything you need to do. Okay, questions about that, Cancer, please let me know. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you are looking for personal guidance and you want to move forward, you've been on the spiritual path, or you're interested in getting involved in the spiritual path, please check out my website, True Guidance Tarot. There's some awesome offerings on there. I would love to work with you if you want to move forward on your journey. And I look forward to seeing you next week. Have a good one.